Welcome to Best 5. Today we explore the most dangerous giants in mythology and sacred texts, beings of immense power and fear. Number 5. Fomorians, the monstrous giants of Celtic mythology. The Fomorians are among the most enigmatic and terrifying figures in Irish mythology. Often described as ancient giants or supernatural beings, they symbolized chaos, destruction, and untamed nature. Legends depict them as monstrous creatures, sometimes with distorted physical features like one eye, one arm, and one leg. This grotesque appearance made them a force of terror for anyone who encountered them. In Irish folklore, the Fomorians were sworn enemies of the Tuatha De Danann, the race of gods and heroes who represented order and prosperity. Their most infamous leader, Balor of the Evil Eye, was said to possess an eye so deadly that it could annihilate entire armies with a single glance. This deadly power turned Balor into a symbol of pure destruction, feared by both mortals and deities alike. One of the most iconic battles involving the Fomorians was the Second Battle of Moytura, where the Tuatha De Danann triumphed over these chaotic giants. Despite their defeat, the Fomorians left a lasting mark on Irish culture, representing the darker aspects of nature and the eternal battle between creation and destruction. What makes the Fomorians so intriguing is their duality. While they are agents of chaos, they also play a vital role in maintaining the cosmic balance. Could these ancient giants have been misunderstood symbols of necessary destruction? Their legacy invites endless fascination. Would you challenge the might of Balor, or would you flee at the sight of his deadly gaze? Number 4. Ymir, the frost giant of Norse mythology. Ymir, the primordial frost giant, stands as a central figure in Norse mythology and the origin of all giants in the cosmos. According to ancient tales, Ymir was born from the melting ice of Ginnungagap, the yawning void between the fiery Muspelheim and icy Niflheim. This immense being was both awe-inspiring and terrifying, representing the untamed forces of nature and the chaotic beginnings of creation. What sets Ymir apart is his role in shaping the Norse universe. The gods Odin, Vili, and Ve, descendants of Ymir, slayed him to craft the world from his colossal body. His flesh formed the land, his bones became mountains, and his blood created the seas. Even the sky was made from his skull, held up by dwarves while his brain became clouds. This act of creation through destruction highlights Ymir's pivotal role as both the progenitor and victim of cosmic balance. Ymir was also the ancestor of the frost giants, a race that perpetually opposed the gods of Asgard. This enmity is a recurring theme in Norse myths, symbolizing the ongoing struggle between order and chaos. Despite his death, Ymir's influence echoes through the sagas, reminding us of the raw, unrelenting forces of the natural world. Was Ymir a mere casualty of divine ambition, or did his sacrifice embody a grander purpose? His legacy challenges us to consider the cost of creation and the balance between life and destruction. Number 3. Humbaba, the guardian of the cedar forest. Humbaba, the fearsome giant from ancient Mesopotamian mythology, looms large in the Epic of Gilgamesh. Appointed by the god Enlil to guard the sacred cedar forest, Humbaba was both a protector of divine resources and a symbol of untamed wilderness. His appearance, described as grotesque and awe-inspiring, included a face resembling a lion and breath so toxic it could destroy anyone who dared challenge him. This monstrous figure wasn't merely a brute. He represented a deeper cosmic balance. The cedar forest, a sacred and forbidden realm, was a place of divine purity, and Humbaba's role was to ensure that no mortal trespassed. His powerful roars and immense stature made him a nearly insurmountable obstacle for those seeking to exploit nature's treasures. In the epic, Gilgamesh and his companion Enkidu confront Humbaba as part of their quest for glory. After a harrowing battle, they manage to defeat him with the help of divine intervention from Shamash, the sun god. Despite his ferocious reputation, Humbaba's death raises profound questions about humanity's relationship with nature and the cost of hubris. Humbaba's story invites us to reflect on the moral complexity of his role. Was he a villain or simply a protector doing his duty? His legacy endures as a reminder of the delicate balance between humanity's ambition and the sacredness of the natural world. Number 2. Gog Magog, the giant of British legend. In the annals of British mythology, few giants loom as large as Gog Magog. A legendary figure associated with the founding myths of Britain, Gog Magog is depicted as a colossal, fearsome warrior who symbolized chaos and destruction. According to Geoffrey of Monmouth's Historia Regum Britannia, Gog Magog was the leader of a race of giants inhabiting the island long before human settlers arrived. The legend tells of Brutus of Troy, the mythical founder of Britain, and his band of warriors encountering these formidable beings. Gog Magog was captured during a brutal conflict, and the tale climaxes with a dramatic wrestling match on the cliffs of Dover. Coroneus, one of Brutus's strongest allies, defeated the giant by hurling him off a cliff, ending his reign of terror and securing the land for Brutus and his people. But Gog Magog's story isn't just one of brute strength. It represents the battle between civilization and wildness, order and chaos. His defeat was seen as a metaphorical victory for humanity over primal forces, paving the way for progress and settlement. Even today, Gog Magog's legacy endures in British folklore. Statues of him and his companion Magog have stood as symbols of protection and power, representing the resilience and strength of the British spirit. This tale of giant slaying reminds us of humanity's eternal struggle to conquer its fears and forge a better future. Number 1. Anakim, the giants of Canaan. The Anakim are among the most fearsome and mysterious giants referenced in ancient texts, particularly the Bible. Known as the long-necked ones or sons of Anak, these colossal beings were said to have roamed the land of Canaan, striking fear into the hearts of all who encountered them. Their name alone evoked terror, symbolizing insurmountable strength and otherworldly presence. The Book of Numbers describes the Anakim as descendants of the Nephilim, the fabled giants born of divine and human unions. When Moses sent spies to survey Canaan, they returned with reports of these towering figures, claiming they were like grasshoppers in comparison. The mere thought of confronting such titanic adversaries caused widespread panic among the Israelites. Interestingly, the Anakim were not just a biblical phenomenon. Similar tales of giants exist in other cultures, suggesting a shared fascination with these powerful beings. In the biblical account, Joshua ultimately led a campaign to drive the Anakim out of Canaan, marking the triumph of faith and determination over seemingly impossible odds. Legends persist about the Anakim's legacy, with some believing they settled in regions like Gaza, Gath, and Ashdod. Goliath, the Philistine champion famously defeated by David, is often considered a descendant of these legendary giants, cementing their place in history as symbols of overwhelming strength and the challenges that define human resilience.